Good evening, everyone. We are the Group 11, and our topic for today is all about collaborative projects, the problem-based or project-based technology tools for collaborative work. What is collaborative projects? Collaborative project is the practice of two or more people in an organization or team coming together and working by sharing knowledge, experience, and skills. It encourages the students to help each other out and work together as a team to complete a certain task. The learners of this generation are new kind of breed, and it's important that teachers understand how to deal with them. They seem to thrive in collaboration learning. They like to connect to social networking sites. They seem to be investing a huge amount of their time in digital social environment. Now that we are living in modern generation, most of our students are familiar with using different technology and apps. That is why it is important to integrate technology in education. It allows students to collaborate with each other, to connect with each other, to create, to be creative, and to share their knowledge. One way to engage students is to give them the challenge to work together. An example is when you give them an issue to discuss, which they can continue talking about even if they are outside of the class. They may continue the discussion and share information or come up with agreement by texting, chatting, emailing, or using online documents. With the use of technology, students still be able to collaborate with their peers and also to continue their discussion even they are not in school. Now let's move on to project-based or problem-based technology tools for collaborative work. Project-based collaborative learning is an active problem-centered approach to teaching and learning. As the name implies, it is a fusion of two related approaches: project-based learning and collaborative learning. Project-based learning 2008, collaborative learning involves joint intellectual effort by groups of students who are mutually searching for meaning, understanding, or solutions. Smith and McGregor 1992. Both approaches require a central question or problem that serves to organize and drive activities and encourage application, analysis, and synthesis of course material. The following are the tools and applications that can be used to work collaboratively. We can use Zoom, Google Classroom, Wiki, Skype, and many more. And now let's proceed to Ms. Cheryl Ann Quijano and expand more our knowledge about the elements, advantages, disadvantages, and benefits of collaborative project or learning.
So now I will continue the lesson. Collaborative learning, on the other hand, means that the students come together to work on a project as a team. Each student is responsible for their own individual work separately. The students are also in charge of the work of the team as a whole. So, sinasabi sa collaborative learning, ito yung mga mag-aaral ay nagsasama-sama upang gumawa ng isang proyekto bilang isang grupo o pangkat. Ang bawat mag-aaral ay may responsibilidad at mananagutan para sa kanilang sariling gawain. At ang mga mag-aaral din ang namamahala sa gawain ng kanilang pangkat. Bilang karagdagan, natututo din ang mga mag-aaral na magtrabaho bilang bahagi ng isang grupo at matututo mula sa bawat isa. Let's move on to the 5 elements of collaborative projects or learning. First, positive interdependence. Second, individual accountability. Third, face-to-face interaction. Fourth, processing learning. And fifth is social skills. Ang unang element ay ang positive interdependence. Nagaganap kapag nararamdaman ng lahat ng miyembro ng pangkat na magkakaugnay sila sa isa't isa sa pagsasagawa ng pangkalahatang layunin or common goal. Lahat sila ay naghahangad para sa tagumpay ng grupo. Ang pangalawa ay ang individual accountability. Inaasahan na ang bawat miyembro ay may pananagutan o nananagot sa kanilang grupo at kakikitaan ng pagkatuto sa kanilang gawain. Pangatlo ay ang face-to-face interaction. Kadalasan nagiging maunlad ang pangkat kapag nagkakaroon ng magkakalapit na pag-uusap. Sa pagbibigay ng idea, mas mainam kung harapan itong sinasabi upang mas maipaliwanag ng mabuti. Pang-apat ay ang processing learning. Kapag tinatalakay ng miyembro ng grupo ang pagkatutong nagaganap at tinataya ang kanilang sama-samang pagsisikap sa ibubunga ng kanilang gawain. At ang panghuli ay ang social skills. Kapag ang grupo ay may kamalayan sa kasanayan, sa wastong pakikihalobilon ang kasanayan ay nakatuon sa pagkapaunlad ng komunikasyon, pagtitiwala, pamumuno at pag-ayos ng suliranin. And next, the advantage and disadvantage of collaborative projects or learning. The first advantage is peer learning. In group work, a student will learn from their fellow student. Sometimes peers will be able to explain concept or ideas to their fellow student better than a lecturer or teacher. Ang peer learning daw, sa pangkatang gawain, ang mga mag-aaral ay matututo mula sa kanilang mga kagrupo o kamag-aral. Minsan daw, mas makakapagpaliwanag pa ng konsepto o idea ang mga mag-aaral sa kanilang kamag-aral. Kadalasan nga itong nangyayari sa group work or group activity. Second is improves critical thinking. During the group work process, students will be expressing their opinions or ideas with other students in the group providing feedback. This feedback to each student will include critique as well as their interpretation of the opinions or ideas expressed. Bakit nakakapag-improve ng critical thinking ang collaborative projects? Dahil sa pangkatang gawain, ang mga mag-aaral ay malaya makapagpahayag ng kanilang opinion, suggestion, idea sa kanilang grupo. Ang feedback ng bawat miyembro ay pagsasamahin at aayusin upang maging maganda ang kanilang interpretasyon o presentasyon. Ang bawat idea ay importante kaya kailangan maipahayag ito ng maayos sa mga kamag-aral. Third is enhanced problem solving. Each piece of group work provided for collaborative learning will require some problem solving. Every member in the group will need to help solve the problem in order to complete the task. Bawat bahagi ng problema ay kinakailangan ng pagtutulungan o kooperasyon upang malutas ang problema. Ang bawat miyembro ay may pananagutan at responsibilidad na tumulong sa grupo upang malutas o magawa ng solusyon ang gawain o para makumpleto ito. Pang-apat ay ang improves communication skills. Working in groups to learn will encourage people to improve their communication skills. They will need to learn how to communicate their opinions or ideas, how to listen to other people's opinions or ideas and provide feedback. Isa ito sa dahilan kung bakit kadalasan na nagkakaroon ng group work or group activities. Sa paggawa ng group work, matututo ang mga mag-aaral sa kapwa nila at mahihikayat silang makipag-usap ng maayos. Kakailanganin nilang matutunan kung paano ibahagi ang kanilang kaalaman, idea, at opinyon at kung paano rin makinig sa ibang opinyon at tumugon ng maayos. And last is improves cultural awareness. People from different backgrounds and cultures may have different ways to learn as well as different opinions or ideas than other people in the group. By working in groups, these differences will be highlighted and will improve people's awareness. Alam natin na hindi tayo pare-parehas ng kultura. Alam din natin na may iba't ibang paraan tayo upang matuto. Sa pamamagitan ng collaborative projects or learning, mas maiintindihan natin kung ano ba ang nalalaman nila at sa gawaing ito magkakaroon tayo ng kamalayan sa bawat isa. At alam ko na mas mapapalawak ang ating kaalaman kung uunawain natin ang pagkakaiba ng bawat isa. And now, the first disadvantage of collaborative projects or learning is people learn at different speeds. People do tend to learn at different speeds, which is why group work can sometimes take longer than individual learning. However, by providing the opportunity for group learning, someone within the group may have the opportunity to explain something to another student that a teacher or lecturer has struggled to explain to the same student. Oo, naniniwala ako na ang bawat mag-aaral ay may iba't ibang bilis ng matuto. Kaya minsan, mas matagal pang gawin ang group work kaysa sa individual work. Minsan, nagkakaroon dito ng problema lalo na kapag ang magkakagrupo ay hindi magkakasundo. Pero gayon pa man, maaaring magkaroon ng pagkakataon ng isang tao na magpaliwanag o ipahayag ang kanyang kaalaman sa kanyang grupo. Second is, someone may be in charge of the group. In group situation, the best case scenario is that no one is in charge and everyone works together to complete the task. In some groups, it may be the case that someone decides to be in charge or become the leader of the group, which can cause group tension. Teachers and lecturers can stop students being put in charge of groups by stating in at the start of the task and by encouraging other people in the group to get involved. Sa sitwasyong panggrupo, mas mainam kung walang namamahala at lahat ay magtutulungan upang matapos ang gawain. Karaniwan kapag mayroong pinuno, nagkakaroon ng hindi pagkakaunawaan o tensyon sa grupo. Bakit? Kasi ang ibang mag-aaral ang nasa isip ay nagmamayabang lang. Kaya ang guro ay simula pa lang ng groupings ay sinasabi at hinihikayat ang mga mag-aaral na walang nakakaangat at o walang maiiwan. Kailangan lahat ay makibahagi sa pangkatang gawain. Walang leader at lahat kayo ay leader. Maaari kayong mag-share ng inyong mga kaalaman sa inyong grupo. Third is, some groups may struggle if they don't have group work skills. If people have never worked in groups before, they don't have the skills to work together. Teachers and lecturers should help initially by explaining the tasks and the aims of the group work required. This should help spark the conversation of the required tasks. Kung ang mga mag-aaral ay wala pang kasanayan upang magtulungan, magkakaroon ng problema. Sa unang pa lang, dapat ang mga mag-aaral ay may kaalaman sa paggawa ng mga ito. Kaya ang mga guro ang magsisilbing gabay at magtuturo sa mga mag-aaral. Ituturo kung paano ang gagawin at ang mga layuning dapat gawin ng bawat grupo. Ito ay dapat makatulong upang maging bukas na ang pag-uusap ng bawat miyembro sa kanilang pangkatang gawain. And last, social loafing, introverts may struggle. Social loafing is when someone in group working situation put in less effort than the rest of the team. This can often happen when there are people who are in charge of the group that they don't get on well with, or the people don't get on well within the group. Introverts can also struggle in groups to get their voice heard. Kadalasan nangyayari ito kapag ang isang tao ay hindi gaanong nagsusumika para matapos ang pangkatang gawain, lalo na kapag ang mga taong namumuno sa grupo na hindi nila nakakasama o hindi nakakasama sa grupo ang ibang tao, at ang introvert ay maaaring makipagpunyagi sa mga grupo upang marinig ang kanilang mga boses.